Hey ladies, welcome back to my channel. My name is B and we about to turn pain into power. On this video today, well, most of my videos that we're talking about for September and October is going to be in light of domestic violence. So we're going to be talking about ways to avoid it, what to do when you are in it, what you need to do while you're going through it, everything that you need to know in regards to domestic violence. As I tell you ladies, I've been through it, so I'm definitely here to help. Stop it, avoid it, get you out of it. If that's something that you're interested in, make sure you like and subscribe if you're feeling my vibe. Today we're going to talk about why abusers abuse. I know for me, I think that was like the hardest thing that I had to realize, that I had to come to terms with, was why was I in that situation? Why did I go through that? Why me, God? You know, I'm such a good person. I don't want other people to be hurt. Why did I get hurt? What happened? What happened there? Why me? Right? And we get in that energy where we start questioning ourselves, and kind of, for some people, they start hating themselves depending on how bad the situation was. They start looking at themselves differently. So I definitely want to get on here and let you ladies know, and fellas, I definitely appreciate the love. Thank you for being on my channel. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking my videos. Okay? So anyway, like I was mentioning, I wanted to know why I was going through that type of situation. And I'm going to give you 3 things that you need to think about when you're having these thoughts. Because a lot of times people go through this after leaving a domestic violence situation, even during. Like, why am I going through this? Why can't I leave this alone, right? Why did this happen to me? And the first thing I want to mention is, don't take this personal. This has absolutely nothing to do with you. Nothing whatsoever. Like nothing. It don't matter how you cook. It don't matter how you look. It don't matter how you dress. It don't matter how you talk. It don't matter how good or bad of a mother you are. But it doesn't matter. It has nothing to do with you on why you are being abused. The reason that you're going through this, or the reason that you went through this, has nothing to do with you. This has everything to do with the abuser, not you. Absolutely nothing to do with you. Okay? I do want to instill that in you, because that's important to know, that the reason why you went through this has nothing to do with you. This is because this person is sick. And a lot of times this is because things that happened in their past. A lot of times abusers abuse because when they were young, when they were a child, they felt like they didn't have any power. They felt like they didn't have any say-so. And I do also want to mention, as mothers now, when our children come to us, especially boys and girls, honestly, but especially the little boys, allow them to express themselves. That is extremely important. If your son comes to you and be like, hey, you know, mom, I don't like this, or mom, don't be the type of parent where it's just like, oh, I'm the parent. I said, don't do that. Because you are raising somebody who's going to then become a man. And when he becomes a man, he's not going to want to take any type of advice, any type of criticism, nothing from a female. Okay? And a lot of times that causes issues when it's time to begin, you know, come into relationships and come into marriages, because it's a 50-50, like you give and take when it comes to, you know, your marriage or relationships. So with raising our children, make sure we're giving them that opportunity to express themselves. So that way when they grow up, they know how to express themselves without resulting to anger. Okay, so that is extremely important. I know that I kind of went off from like being abused to being a mother, but I definitely want to let you ladies know that that is important, especially if you're raising little boys. Allow them to express themselves so they don't grow up and be a man who has to feel like that they have to hit or scream or yell in order to express themselves. Okay, but back to what I was saying, a lot of times abusers abuse, especially men, because they didn't have that relationship with their parents to be able to express themselves without resulting to anger. Okay, so that has nothing to do with you and everything to do with them. Also think about that when you're getting into these relationships as well. Do you want to mix with somebody who, you know, his family have like domestic violence, abuse? Think about that. So if this person is telling you, hey, you know, I've been through that. Now here's the thing, because I'm gonna be very transparent with you guys. Even the parents did that, a lot of times it could come out either way, right? So this person could come out where they like, I never want to do this to anybody, and on the other hand, and on the flip side, they could be like, I'm gonna do this to somebody because somebody did this to me. My father was narcissistic, right? That's why I go so hard on this channel, because I am a product of somebody who was very narcissistic, okay? So it doesn't, just because somebody has that in their DNA doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to become that. But a lot of times that can happen. So keep an eye out for that. If somebody starts telling you, you know, their parents were cray-cray, you got to kind of test the spirit, right? You got to kind of be like, all right, let me make sure that you're not cray-cray too. But yeah, definitely keep that in mind, that a lot of times people abuse is because of their past, it's because of generational curses, it's because of their parents. So again, it's not you. This is something that's within them. It has absolutely nothing to do with you. It is not you. It is all them. Once you get that, I feel like that's like the catalyst to kind of help your growth, for you to know that, hey, I went through this because somebody else was sick. Hurt people hurt people. Okay? That is so real. Like, hurt people hurt people. And once you realize that you've been hurt because that person was hurt and it has nothing to do with you, again, that will allow you to heal. Okay? Don't take it personal. It is not your fault. Okay? Ladies, if you stay to the end of this message, what I want you to do is drop a rose emoji, but that will definitely allow me to know that you stayed all the way to the end of this message, and I thank you for doing that. Ladies, remember, the difficulties of life are meant to make us better, not bitter. So give yourself a break, okay? You've been through that because you had to go through that. You've been through that so you will never have to repeat that, okay? Make sure you stick around, like and subscribe for my videos each week. I plan to post 2 videos per week. I usually want to do them Wednesday and Saturday, but sometimes my life can get a little hectic, okay? It get a little crazy, a little cray-cray. So be patient with me, but I definitely enjoy doing these videos for you. So like and subscribe if you're digging the vibe. Bye.